yourself warmed. So it's now Sunday morning, and this video is going live tomorrow. So I need to get a move on with my editing. Now I'm going to take you back to the second half of our camp up in Scotland, where we had a few questions to answer from you. Bit of a disclaimer here, I didn't get round to answering those questions straight away. My approach was relaxed, so just bear with me.
No, it's not me and you know it, but I'll take it.
What a set that is.
That's a good set, Bill.
Living with bloody
Oh
idiots.
no, you knocked a cone.
They better go back in order.
On with it. Raw broccoli.
We've got some really fragrant salmon now.
Yeah, really needs to be fucking proper.
Nobody likes raw broccoli. Oh,
That's
delicious.
disgusting. Haggard.
After a much needed refuel session, it was time for us to pick up our skates again, and Tristan was being Tristan. He was concocting up something special with the cones. Rice Ski Official. What's the Rice Ski Official's top tip on fitness?
You're opened up number, I don't know. Shut up, guys. Who asked this question?
Mr. Ian Innes.
Don't listen to anything that guy says, ever.
Yeah, nice Dave. Good form. Scottish sunshine. The question of what do we use to refuel and re-energize after a session completely depends. Depends what you're doing and what you've got. Right now, this is what's in my pocket. That's the Major Gut.
Soft bake.
Oh, lovely soft bake.
Dry as hell.
These are good, look at that. Chocolate cookie. We got protein and we got carbs. Typically after a gym session, I'd have something more protein. Have a protein shake, probably something with carbs as well.
Somebody get this man some protein!
But if we're on a long ride, whatever you've got to keep you topped up, get it in fast.
Basically, on a ride, you want carbs.
Carbs.
In the gym, you want some protein. That's how I do it.
Simple as that. Whatever supplements we take, they are all just supplements. Because in the end, supplement the diet, but you want to eat varied, a lot of colours, carbs, proteins, good fats. And get through some more questions now. From Celine, what's on the programme? Well, we've had a lot on the programme so far. My body's feeling very sore. Lifting, cycling, running, rollerblading. The next question is, who won the karting? This was won by Dave. Things then got pretty heated. Dave didn't appreciate Jai bashing into the back of him. Usually I'm last, but this time I managed to snake Mr. Official. But he had plenty of excuses.
I got a broken thumb.
Is everyone on the World Cup next year? All of us? Yes, we have all the slots. We will be raring to go. Why is Charlie not there? That's a very good question. He didn't quite fancy getting thrashed on the bike or the park run. And yes, Charlie, that's calling you out. Okay, we've got a question best suited to the Jai Bomb himself. How do you split up your workouts? Push, pull, Upper body, lower body?
Well, for us, we're trying to separate some conditioning sessions and strength sessions to minimise sort of the interference effect, but also allow adequate time for each of those kind of areas of fitness to recover. And while one's recovering, you can focus a bit more on the other one, and vice versa. So we tend to separate them out, either AM or PM, or indeed one day to the next. So it might be a strength session on the Tuesday, a conditioning session on the Wednesday, and then another strength session on the Thursday. So you've had a day in between, and given those muscle groups a chance to recover. In terms of push, pull, upper body, lower body, it's just about allowing adequate time for recovery of those areas, in the same way that we are with organising the training to handle all the workouts and sessions that we're doing.
And that brings me to the next question.
Why are we watching Geordie Shore?
Why are we watching Geordie Shore? That is a very good question. How many hours do you work out a week? Well, I guess a week. Well, we're training usually 6 days a week, 2 sessions a day for 5 of those days.
Yeah, 10 to 15 hours a week. It's not necessarily more hours per week's better. It's the quality of those sessions and what you're doing. You can do lots of hours.
Whoa, Jay talking. Bloody hell.
Right, you better shut up, mate. What is everyone's favourite alternative sports and activities to do to complement skiing?
Extreme ironing. Snail racing.
Dave,
A disc golf. Play a bit of disc golf. Yeah, well,
How do they test Dave Riding's fitness with his Zimmer frame?
oil the wheels up and see if I can keep up with the young boys. That's about it.
We're trying to keep up with the Zimmer frame. I think that's more like it. At this point in the week, the recovery is important. So we finish off the day with a good stretch and mobilise to get ready for the final showdown. Dave, Tristan, Jai and I was a park run.
Saturday morning park run, baby.
5 kilometres as fast as you can. It gets pretty competitive. Park run is a great benchmark of fitness for us, and we can revisit it through the summer and see our progress. And that was the end of the camp.
Taylor.
Nice one.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
See you.
It was time for us all to take on what we'd learnt from the camp and work on any weaknesses we'd found. So for me, I was happy with where I was strength-wise compared to last year, but my cardio could definitely use a top-up. We have a few more weeks now of physical training before we head out to the snow, so stay tuned to see what I get up to here. Last week I actually took a blood test to have a little look at how my plant-based nutrition is getting along, so stay tuned and find out how that went. See you next week.
See you over there, big dog.
Steve, run! Steve! Steve, run!
Leave him in.